They are tearing us up. Ellie, you want to be a camera lady for me? Sure. Okay, go get a veil. In my baby bee video, I mentioned that I dropped some brood and some comb here out of this hive, and that I was going to clean it up or whatever. And whenever we actually got in there to do the inspection, I found out that my worst suspicions were true. I had dropped the queen out. So there was no new larvae in there. There was no new eggs. And so this morning, I went to Smyrna and got some queens. So I think that this one does not have a queen. Do you remember the swarm that we did, that we caught at the condo? It was a small swarm. We picked it up off the ground. It turned out to be queenless. And I have one more 10-frame hive right there, and I think that it's queenless. So we're gonna requeen them all, and hopefully we'll see some acceptance and then some egg laying here in the next, I don't know, 12 or 14 days, something like that. So hang out with us today here on Baker Family Farms and help us requeen some bee colonies. Here are our 4 new queens. They're marked Italian queens. I think that veil's broken.
Yeah, I don't need a veil.
Okay, well, they might get mad. She says she don't need a veil, and time will tell if that's the truth or not. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get us a frame of brood off of this colony right here, because we're gonna make us a new split. And by the way, I don't know if it'll work or not, because I'm not gonna put a whole bunch in there. I'm gonna put 1 frame in, and I'm gonna put a queen in, and it's gonna be a science experiment. So we're gonna see if that'll work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but you get to be a front row audience to it. I wish that would light. It is lit, it's just not smoking. Okay. We were in this hive about 2 days ago when you saw the baby bees being born, and they were getting after it. They're a little bit darker than all the other ones. I like this hive. Today is not a good day to be in a beehive, by the way. It's very cool and it's windy, but I don't want to mess around and them start getting antsy. This colony's actually a little bit aggressive too. Oh, aggressive's not the word. They are slightly more active. All right, you can just sit on the ground for me, Max.
Not much she's making.
Thank you. Look, see, they're already drawing out comb on this. I think that they draw out on this white comb faster than they do the black comb, but I'll tell you the thing I don't like about the white comb. It is harder for old men like me to see eggs. I don't like that. But man, they're laying out on it fast. So I'm gonna put that down. And we're gonna take this new box off. Which they've already sealed on there pretty good, man. I like this colony. Clean that off. Watch out, little ladies. We got a dead bee right there. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's not dead yet.
Well. All right, here we go. Everybody go down.
Okay, well, you smoke me.
She said she didn't need a veil, and now she's getting a little bit antsy. He went right to me. Get off. Now the thing that we don't want to do when we're putting this in this other split that we're making is we do not want to get our queen in there. Okay, that's mostly honey. We're just gonna put it right back. Put it right back down. It looks like all these are gonna be. That one's pretty heavy. I need to just break it apart. Okay. Let's get us a little smoke, get everybody down. Y'all go on. That's nectar on this side. It's gonna be capped on that side. We need to go down a box. Okay. So it has to come out of this box right here for sure, because the next box down is a deep. You see, so it won't fit in our, well, you know what, it might. Let's bring that nuke box over here. Look at this. Let's see. Yeah, we'll be able to fit one of them in there. We might be able to get it off the bottom. So we'll just have to think about it and see. We're going to spray down in here. We're going to smoke down in here. I would really like for one of these center ones to be just filled up with brood, and that way I'd know I could just take it right off. And be good. Because you don't want to get this mother colony's brood if they ain't got that much. Don't you do that to me now. Okay. And they've got some on there, and they got some honey, but that's not all capped, so I'm not going to take it. What I'm looking for is a big bunch of capped brood. Now, is that right or wrong? Tell me in the comments. Do you do it a different way? Because this is a science experiment for me. This is a science experiment. Okay, we checked that one. We're going to check this one right here. Push that bad boy down. This is a very buzzy colony. I know that sounds very funny. but they are just zzzzing all over the place. Okay, let's see what you got, fellers. Honey. And I can kind of see in the middle one, there ain't much in there. So, maybe we have to go down a box. See what I'm saying about them being buzzy? You move a little bit and they come out after you. And they don't sting you, but they come out and they're like, hey, what are you doing? You believe it or not, some of this, you believe it or not, I've gotten to where if they sting you, they don't really, see like that, not there. You can't really feel that as much. I mean, you feel it, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't hurt. See, look at them. Except right there on the end of my fingers. When they get me on the end of the fingers, look right there where they got me last night. See that? Right there on my thumb. Man, that one hurt. Megan said they got her on the thumb last night too. I'm gonna set this stuff down, put this box over here, because we've got our other side filled up too much. So, smoker there, tool. We're gonna pop it off, and what I'm doing is I'm gonna look down here in the bottom at this deep, and maybe there's a big old frame full of brood down there that I can easily take off. I'd like to have 3 frames, but everything's not always ideal. Ooh, that boy heavy. 3 frames in my box. Okay, now we're gonna pull a frame or 2 out of here and see what we got. I think I did some of these foundationless. I think that I just put wire through some of these. I'm kind of excited to see them. Look at that. That's what I want. Now what I don't want to do is get the queen. So I'm gonna try and look real good for my queen on here.
Hold on.
Ellie, I want you to move this smoker for me, please. Now, I don't think that we've got our one just got me in the neck. I don't think that we've got our queen on here. Smoke me right there. He's stinging me. All right. Don't smoke me. They're getting me. One's getting me right in the throat right now. Smoke me in the throat.
Some smoke around it.
All right, we're gonna step away for a second.
Yeah. They're getting back because they're crawling through my hair.
Do you need a veil?
Sir?
Go get it. She said, I don't need a veil. And they're over here stinging the fire out of us. And now she wants one. They're stinging me in the throat. This colony's a really good colony, but they're pretty aggressive. But you see how much they're doing everything up. Now, if I had a full bee suit on, it wouldn't be no thing, but we don't. I was just gonna come out here and try to get a couple. And I'm still gonna do that. Just got stung a little bit. So, get my smoker back. My child, who knew better than me, well, don't sting me. Look at him stinging me. Stop that. Y'all stop stinging me. Stop it. They are tearing us up. Man, maybe we don't like that colony. I think next time I'm dealing with them that I'm going to probably wear a bee suit. They got me in the neck, they got me in the hands. The first couple times it was like, all right, that's okay, but it kind of gets frustrating. We don't have any more good deeps. I mean, we got some good ones, but they need to be frozen to kill everything off on them. So I'm just gonna grab a piece of this foundation, this frame right here, and I'm gonna just run some wire through it so they can draw out some foundation on it. I don't want to leave a big gap in there because they'll do it wonky, and they might make this wonky, but it'll at least be on a frame and I can kind of pull it out and maybe to give them a start. Go on. Now the reason they're probably getting us is, like, number one, I said they're a little bit active, but number two, it's overcast and windy today. That means that there's gonna be a whole lot more bees in the hive. And I just tell you, come to the house on a rainy day and open up all the doors and all the windows on my house, you know what I'm gonna be? Mad. So, well, as I say that, the sun's opening it up on down the valley, but by and large, it's overcast and gloomy today. So, if you want to come close, I can show you what I'm doing. I'm just taking this, run it circle. Have I still got a bee stinger right there in my throat?
Yep.
Will you grab it for me?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Thank you. And I'm just gonna run it through right here like this, and look what I'm doing. I'm making an X. See that? That just gives them something to draw it on. I'm gonna take it on the side right there and twist it. And if you ain't got no pliers, look what you can do. Don't touch that because it's gonna get hot, but you can just twist it and bend it like that right there, and that'll break. And it will burn you, and it's sharp, so be careful. And look, I'm just gonna twist that up underneath that. Boom, there it is. So, is that perfect? Absolutely not. You could probably twist this in the middle and get it even better, but I'm not worried about as good as I can get it. And look what I did. I actually missed a hole, but it'll be okay. They'll come down, they'll build over this, it'll kind of hold it in there, and it'll be good enough for our purposes, which is getting the other frame out so we can start a split. Okay, we're gonna spray these because they're pain. And look what I'm doing. I'm just gonna move these straight over. They are not happy with me right now. if you want to come film down in there and show them what's going on over here. See right here, they got all kinds of junk on the side, which is not a big deal, but I'm gonna get it off. You know what I'm gonna do with it? Oh, cool, look at that. Little rascals. No, no, don't you get mad at me. We're just gonna take it and we're gonna dump it down there because we don't want to mess with them. So, this is my next box, which I'll put back on after we put our foundationless frame over there. Now, if y'all will help me remember that that's in there, we'll come back and check it later and see how it did. Here, there's some smoke. Why, you scaredy cat?
No, I just don't like them crawling up my nose and in my hair.
Okay, so we've got that in there, and I'm gonna get our smoker lit because they're mad still, and we're gonna get out of this hive and leave them alone. We're gonna name this hive the Hot Hive.
Probably.
Because they're stinging me as I'm trying to get a smoker going so they don't sting me. Oh.
You just smoked my hand again.
Uh-huh. At the beginning of this video, I said, well, I can't really feel them sting me no more. Well, guess what? When you get stung as much as I'm getting stung today, you can feel it. You rascals.
These little things are mean.
Yeah, they are. Okay. Get that stinger out so they'll stop stinging me right there.
No, right there.
How many is it? 3?
No, there's 2.
I think you just pull my arm hairs.
No,
Come here. Here. They're stinging us bad today, ain't they?
I haven't got stung yet, but they've been crawling
You know
up
why?
my nose.
Because I said, oh, they don't sting me that bad and I can't feel it. And guess what? They've been lighting me up. And usually I'm pretty careful with them, but today I sure don't care if I squish a couple of them putting it back on. That's good video. Get off of me. Oh, you little rascals. Oh, well, they can fly. Look at them. Now, this is good video. Pretty good video, Ellie?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here, I was going to try to help them and get them to go back in the box, but they could fly and they was just hanging out. We're done with this box today.
Good.
We are done. R-E-S-P-C-T, that's what I got for these bees. Because they ain't happy, y'all. They ain't happy. This is a swarm that we had come to us. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, talking about some wild honeybees. These are wild honeybees. Okay, and we're done with them for today, except for one thing. We're gonna put us a feeder down here in the bottom because, well, why not? not. They're good. So now we're done with this hive for the day, since we've been stung 37 times. So we're done with this colony for the day. If you want to recap with me, we opened it up. We got stung 413 times. We got out a frame of brood and we put it in this nuke box right here. Now, why do we do that? Well, we did that first because we want these bees in here to think that they're queenless. So we're gonna let that sit for a little while. A little bit later in the evening, we're gonna open that box up and we're gonna put our queen in there. So we're just doing that because it's a time game with them. Now, we're gonna go over here to a box that has some drone brood in it and no queen, which means they're queenless. That's a good indicator. And we're going to put a queen in there and hopefully they will accept her.